Oh, sweetie, a sleepy sweetie. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a foundation review for you guys, and I have not done a foundation review in a hot minute. So today we're going to be reviewing the Dermablend Flawless Creator Foundation. I was really intrigued by this product and I really wanted to do a review and test it out for you guys. So I'm going to be wearing it throughout the day so you guys can see how it wears. What's really interesting about this is it's formulated with only 10 ingredients and it says it has 33% pigments. I'm going to be trying out the shade ON, which I believe is like Zero Neutral. Let's open this guy up. I have not put this on my face. I have swatched it on my hand. This really reminded me of the Total Control Drop Foundation by NYX Cosmetics because they're both droppers and they're both said to give you a different level of pigmentation and opacity depending on how many drops you choose to use. I'm not saying it's identical to this foundation because I haven't put it on my skin, but here's just an idea of how much I love the Total Control Drop Foundation. I have 6 empty bottles of it. This is actually called the multi-use pigments, meaning you can determine how many drops you want to use for the level of pigmentation you want of your foundation, whether you want it to be light coverage, medium coverage, or full coverage, and you can also mix it with your favorite skincare or in with one of your existing favorite foundations to boost the pigmentation. I'm on the dermablend.ca site right now and I just want to read through a little bit of information, starting with there are 10 shades available. I do have the lightest one, obviously, and this retails for $52. You do receive 1 fluid ounce, which is standard across the board for any foundation, and miraculously it's formulated without water and without oil. There are a lot of ingredients that this is free from, so I just want to read through for you guys. It's free from parabens, fragrance, fulvilates, or however you say it, and it also is a vegan formula, so there are no animal-derived products in this puppy. It also says it's dermatologist tested for safety, fragrance-free, allergy tested, sensitive skin tested, non-comedogenic, and non-acnogenic. I've already primed my skin. Well, I've moisturized the hell out of my skin. I've been trying that like 7 skin like Korean thing where I put like 7 layers of toner on my skin and my skin has been getting like so plump, so hopefully that'll help with my like acne. Oh, this is just like, it scars. Like I scar so easily and I'm just like, ugh. Anyway, so I have used a little bit of the Primerizer by Smashbox. I just love this because it's nice and tacky on my skin and it's hydrating. I always like to include some sort of pore refining primer as well into my routine. I'm using the Estee Edit Pore Minimizer. This guy is like old. It's actually called the Pore Vanishing Stick, and I'm just gonna put a wee bit right on the sides of my nose just to minimize the appearance of any pores. On the back of the packaging, here, it says safely covers imperfections, redness, hyperpigmentation, and uneven skin tone. And the benefits of this is it's oil-free, lightweight, evens and smooth tone. And it also gives you a little diagram of the minimum coverage you can use and the maximum coverage you can use depending on how many drops you use. Did that make sense? Yeah. One of the biggest claims to do with this foundation, which really intrigued me, is it claims that it has a 16-hour wear of smudge and transfer proof foundation when pairing it up with the compact setting powder, which actually I happen to have. Now, I'm going to be using it with the compact powder just because I do have it from Dermablend, but I'm sure it'll just be as transfer and smudge resistant if you set it with your favorite setting powder. Let's get this on this face. I'm tired of talking. I'm gonna give it a little shake here and I am gonna be applying it with a brush. I've been loving applying foundation with a brush lately. This is the NYX Full Coverage Foundation Brush. So it does have a dropper, so I think I'm just gonna put a couple dots on and see how it goes. So I think I'll just put like, I'll start off with 2 drops on this side and I think I'll just start to blend them out. Okay, so wow, that's 1 drop, just like covering a good size of my face. This color may be a little light for me, but my face is also super red because I was just rubbing it. So that was 2 drops and I don't seem to think that there's much of anything left on my brush that I'm buffing out. So I'm actually gonna go in with one more little drop here. My first 2 were kind of small. I'm just gonna double this up on any of my spots. Alrighty, Rue, there is one side done. I'm not completely impressed with the amount of coverage because it didn't necessarily cover my little spots here. But with that being said, I just did one full sheet over the entire side of my face. Now I think I'm just gonna go in and pat a little, like a tiny bit of this on top of each spot just to see if it will really cover that. Which, like, look at this pigmentation though, it's like crazy. It's so like refined. That 33% pigment though. So doubling it up, it's like, it is covering it. It's literally like concealer. It's so pigmented. Okay, I think that is a little bit better and it really has covered my spots. It's like pretty well flawless. Now, one big thing about acne is you can always cover the pigment, but you're always going to see the shadow of the bump because you can't change the texture of it. So a lot of the times when people think that it isn't completely covered, it actually is, but you're seeing the shadow from the actual pimple, and that is what I think I am seeing here. All right, so we can see how freaking full coverage this is. So I'm going to go ahead and do my other side. I thought for a minute if I should mix this in with one of my favorite foundations, but then I would obviously be two clearly different colors on each side. So I think for this video I will just use this foundation on its own. I think I will just, you know what, I'm gonna do three actually. I'm gonna do 3 dots. Three dots absolutely was plenty to cover my entire half of my face, but just like the other side, some of these little guys are like so red and so inflamed right now that I just need to put a little bit of extra just right on top of it. On the skin, it looks really smooth. It actually kind of has like almost, I don't know, it really does look really lightweight and it doesn't look very heavy and cakey. You guys know I have super dry skin and I'm not finding that it is really caking around any areas right now. Bitch is creasing on my eyelids though. Now, I don't know if you necessarily would need to set this foundation. I don't feel like it's going to rub off of you, you know, just like doing your day-to-day shtick, but I am going to set it with the Dermablend. This is the compact setting powder, and I'm just going to take a big old, this is a large powder brush by Urban Decay. It is the F102. It's so soft, and I'm just going to give myself a nice little pat over with this guy. After setting my face, I feel a lot more confident in this foundation. It feels really nice and it's very lightweight. It's not heavy on my skin at all. Now it is, what time is it? 10:25 in the morning right now. We're gonna see how this wears throughout the day, and I'm gonna put on the rest of my face and check back with you. So let's see how this puppy wears. Hey guys, I'm back. I just wanted to check in with you. It is now 11:19. I have put on the rest of my face and I am feeling gorgeous. I am going to live my life as I normally would. I'm gonna take you guys along so you can see how the foundation wears. Right now it's looking pretty good and I feel pretty cute. So let's hope that stays throughout the day. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, time for a little foundation update. It is 3:55 in the afternoon right now. I am really liking this foundation. I've just been sitting and watching Trisha's vlogs right now because I'm so obsessed with Trisha Paytas. It's not even funny. I've been watching her since, not joking, 2010. Anyway, just I love her. So this foundation is looking really good, to be honest with you. My skin looks flawless. It doesn't look cakey. It literally looks like my skin. Around my nose, it's not getting super cakey, which I'm actually surprised about because that is one of those areas where I am freaking out and so self-conscious about all the time. One thing I will mention is over here where I have this nice little patch of fresh acne scars. It's just super red. It's not fully covered over here. It never really is unless I color correct, which I didn't color correct under. So that is my update so far. I'm gonna keep wearing it. I have to go out and pick up my sister in a bit, so maybe I'll update you then. and I'll be outside, so I'll be in like actual daylight, not just like sitting down in an apartment. So I'll update you in a bit. Okay, hey guys, what is up? It is 9:50 p.m. I am so tired. I don't even know. I think like having lashes on for this long, I'm just like, oh, I want to go to bed. Okay, let's look at my skin to see where this foundation is at. Today I did a lot of filming. I filmed 1, 2, 3 entire videos. So sitting in front of lighting, it's super hot. Maybe that's why I think my eyes are just like ready for bed. My foundation looks pretty good, you guys. Like even around my nose, I'll zoom you up in a bit just so you can see, but I haven't touched up with powder or powder foundation, nothing today. I have just let it be as is. I typically don't ever powder my face unless, I don't know, I'm out and about like sweating and I need to like reapply coverage. But anyway, it looks good. You know, this patch over here, like I mentioned before, it could have a little bit more coverage on it, but I think that's just like a special area right there. But other than that, like even look at my skin, like it looks on camera, what I'm seeing here, it looks pretty good, and in person as well. So let's zoom you up so you can get an image of it, you know, an idea of it nice up close and personal. So that's plenty close. You can see around my nose, it hasn't caked up a ton, like it has a tiny little bit, but usually my foundation is a lot worse than that, and there's like a full-on crease there, and even around my smile lines typically there is too, but there isn't. I'm like actually impressed with this. I don't know how it would look if I mixed it with another foundation, but on its own it's beautiful. Like look at my, it feels very lightweight and it's not really heavy at all either. I'm very, very impressed with it. I think for me, I'm gonna have to give this like literally a 2 thumbs up because I will be using this again. I think that it made my skin look absolutely flawless, and I'm super impressed with it. I think I used overall on my face 6 drops, I believe, but I am wearing like a full coverage like mask right now, even though it doesn't feel like a mask. I'm really impressed with how glowy my skin looks still. I would wear this all night long. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go because I need to go to bed because I'm very tired and I need to remove my makeup. I will see you guys in my next video.